Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. I'm so excited for today's mystery stamping. I was trying to come up with the project and I said, you know what, let me do something different. I like the mystery stamping because everybody has the same dimensions, but you get so many different cards, just using the same layout, same dimensions. It just depends on what, whoever, whatever stamp set paper that you choose. So I'm super excited for this mystery stamping today. And the funny thing is, we are using no dies. Pretty much our only tool is our paper trimmer and maybe some paper snips here or there, but that's it. No dies to cut, no fancy schmancy stuff. So I'm just kind of waiting for a couple of people to jump on. Last week's winner, remember, share my video, whether you're watching it here on Facebook Live or if you're watching it on YouTube in the replay. Last week's winner of the Blueberry Bushel stamp pad was Pam Simmons. I know a Pat Simmons as well. So Pam, I don't have your address, so if you could please send me your address and I will get that out to you. And the prize for this week is going to be the hexagon adhesive back hexagons and some more of the Santa sacks. So share my video, whether you're sharing it here on Facebook or YouTube. Let me know that you're sharing it. Now Facebook is letting me know who shares, so I can see how many shares and who has shared it. But still comment just in case Facebook decides to change something. Again, if you want the step-by-step project, you get a sneak peek of the cards that we're making over here. But I have all the measurements and what I did on the two cards that I made, and then I had posted this earlier, so if you could copy it or print it like I did with the measurements. But this one will go out to my email subscribers on Sunday. So if you're not on my email list, you can join and you'll get that on Sunday. Let me move this aside. And again, I have my Coffee with Friends class, because I have a coffee and card class. I do Coffee with Friends class. So this uses the Coffee with Friends stamp set. And my projects are, there's 3 cards. This is one of them. This is another. And this is another. This is called a bay window fold. Have you guys seen that? And it opens like that. So those are the 3 cards. This one is a gift card holder, and this is a coffee pod. And this little treat bag, it's a little tiny one, and it holds a few coffee candies. You could put chocolates or whatever in it. And this one holds a coffee pod and a package of donuts. I can show you. I don't want them to fall out, but it holds a coffee pod and a package of donuts. And then your class is going to include all the materials to make these 6 projects. Plus, you're going to get a package of the combo ribbons, lemon lime twist and petal pink. You're going to get a package of rhinestones. And you're going to get 10 sheets of the Glorious Gingham DSP, because you're going to need these for your projects. I will include the envelopes for the 3 cards. You will get the step-by-step instructions on how to put them all together. There's a colorful PDF with step-by-step instructions, and it includes the template for the coffee pod. So I put it 3 times. That way you could do multiples if you want. So the class price is $35 for all the materials plus those Stampin' Up products. And I think it's like $26 in Stampin' Up products. And then you could do porch pickup, or you can do priority shipping for an additional $8. So I will post the registration link for this after my video is done. And let me get all these projects out of the way, and then we can get started. If you're like me, I love coffee. So when I seen that stamp set, I was like, I need to get that stamp set. And now we're going to use the Gone Fishing stamp set. This is a fun little stamp set that I just started to use. And so I said, oh, let me use it on this project so that, so I can get some use out of it. So we are going to start with our measurements. So like I said, I already cut everything. So really all you're going to need is your paper trimmer to cut all your pieces. And let me find my instructions right here, if you guys printed these. So we're using a 4 1/4 by 11 card base. So I chose Wild Wheat. And then I'm using the Going Fishing DSP. So let me show you all the designer series paper in here. This is the one that we're going to use. It's got the flies on it. There's pattern on the back. There's the fish, fishing poles, pattern, some other fish. This blue is really nice. I think this one we already showed. Here's another one. So Mossy Meadow, some, I don't know if that's basic gray or smoky slate. We're using some smoky slate today and some other, and I don't know if you guys do this, but I do. So you know how it has all the colors on the back of the, down here, and they're so tiny, and me with my old eyes, I can't see them. So I always write all the colors over here. Then that way I could see them. I can, you know, as soon as I pull it out, I could see what colors are there. So, oh, that one was Pebble Path. That's one of our new colors. It's not basic gray. So I'm using that DSP for this first card. So again, we have the 4 1/4 by 11 card base, and this is our 5 1/4 by 4 DSP. So we're just going to adhere that to the card front. Watch how easy this card goes together. Once you get your pieces all cut, you can put this card together in no time. I have to do that sideways so my head don't get in the camera. And so now this is the piece that's 3/8 by 5 1/2. So I chose Misty Moonlight for mine. And we're just going to adhere that. And we're going to put it, so the 5 1/2, it's going to go from top to bottom and just kind of over to the left. Let me, like so. And then I told you to cut out 3 pieces of cardstock that coordinates with your DSP. So I chose Calypso Coral because there's Calypso Coral in here. And these are 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. So we're not going to use those just yet, but then we're going to have 3 1 3/8 by 1 3/8. And we're going to turn these squares into like a diamond so that we can stamp our images. So we have a lot of colors we're going to use. I have Mossy Meadow, I have Wild Wheat, I have Smoky Slate. I didn't show you the card. So this is the card that we're making. So with Smoky Slate, I have all these together. We're going to stamp this. This is the fly. We're going to stamp that. Let me grab my chamois. And then we are going to, this is going to go with the Wild Wheat in a minute. Smoky Slate is also going to go on this fish hook. That's what I call it, because it's got a hook on the end, so it's a fish hook. So Smoky Slate on both of those. Let me clean this off. Okay, so now we're going to do the inside of the fish with Misty Moonlight. No, Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow. But what I did, because Mossy Meadow is such a dark color, I went ahead and stamped off first. So you can stamp off. And then let's get in here. I'm going backwards. Got a backwards fish going. And I'm trying not to stick my head in, so I hope I'm lined up pretty good. So there's the Mossy Meadow. And now for the fly, we're going to use the wild wheat. And this one is going to go right on the fly. I did this one full strength, so it's up to you if you want to stamp off. So wild wheat, and then we are going to stamp congrats on the last one, which is going to be our center one. And this is Misty Moonlight. Okay. So now we can adhere these white squares to our Calypso coral. I always put the lid back on my glue because it's getting a little warm out here and it's starting to like melt or be runny. So my glue holder gets full of glue. So, oops. And we will do congrats. And are you guys following along, or am I too fast for you? I hope I'm not going too fast. Let me know. Hi, Wendy. Glad you joined me. I hope you're doing the mystery stamping. This card is so quick and easy to put together. So I'm going to put my lid back on so it doesn't get all over. Now all we're going to do is, so what I did is I lined these up. We're going to put these on. So just kind of went from, oops, the left to the top. I put my top and bottom first so I know where my placement was. Line them up the same. Then I put this one over. I got glue on my hand, so it's like sticking to me. I always seem to have glue on my hands, don't I? Oh, you didn't get the message till 5 minutes ago. I posted yesterday. I actually did a video this morning because I was really excited about this. Like I said, I see so many different cards with the same layout. It's just amazing how different they can be. But no worries, you can still do it later. So we're adhering all of these with Stampin' Dimensionals. And we'll put that one. The spaces look even. And then we are going to use some in color dots. And I'm using the blue. And I'm going to put one big one down here. And then small at the top. And that's it. That is our card. Now see how simple that was? You could replicate this so easy. But you can add ribbon, you could do whatever, so much more. And again, it doesn't matter what stamp set you use. So that's mystery card number 1. Let me get all this out of the way. I had some extra inks in here. I think I was going to do some different stuff. Let me clean these real quick. Get them out of the way. And then let's start with card number 2. So card number 2 is, we are using the Zany Zoo stamp set. And we are going to make this card. So I'm going to continue. It says my live video has been interrupted, and I think that happened last week, but it kept playing. So I'm not sure if you guys are still seeing me. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. So anyway, this is our card, and hopefully you guys are still seeing me. Kind of similar to the first one, we're going to just do some little squares, or rectangles, I should say. And this we are using, like, and my measurements were a 4 1/4 by 11 card base. Very similar to the last one, just different. So I'm using 4 1/4 by 11 card base, 5 1/4 DSP. And let me show you this DSP. I ordered this DSP because the colors seem bright to me and vibrant, and so this is called Masterfully Made. So look at the colors in it. Look at these. They're so bright. Originally I was going to use this piece. I had cut it, but then I decided to go with the other one that has the fresh freesia. But look at these colors. They're all so vibrant and really bright. So you might not have seen this in the catalog because I really didn't at first. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But so this is called Masterfully Made DSP. Oh, that sneeze snuck up on me. I can't get that back in the package, but okay, so we're gonna adhere this. So this, see, look at those bright colors. If you really want a bright card, and I went with the side that was not so bright, but we're just gonna adhere this one on just like we did the other. Again, I'm gonna turn it sideways so my head don't get in there. And then this piece I had told you to cut was 4 3/4 by 1 1/2. So this one doesn't go all the way from top to bottom. So we are going to just make sure our spaces top to bottom are even and just adhere that on. Okay, so now let's get some stamping. So you were to have 2 2" by 1 1/4" coordinating cardstock, and then 1 2" by 1 1/4 basic white cardstock. So let's stamp our little turtle first. So our turtle, he's not going to fit all the way on, which is fine because we just want the part of him where you can tell he's singing. So stamp him like in the center. I know these pieces are small, but they will work on this card. So we're going to color him in with Lemon Lime Twist. So really quickly, I'm using the dark first. Dark. And then do the outlines. And this little Zany Zoo stamp set is so cute. I'm going to be making tons of cards for my little nieces and nephews. My Granny Apple Greens already sound like they're getting dry. I hope everybody's finally getting some nice weather. We are, but sometimes just out of the blue, like last night, it got so windy here, like very, very windy. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've been posting sunsets. We have some spectacular sunsets here. I'm just going back over this in the dark, because the dark doesn't, we're going to do his hands a little dark. Just seem like he doesn't look that well. So here we're just gonna color. This is Smoky Slate. We're gonna color his microphone. Yeah, it's been really windy, so there's his microphone. And now we're gonna use Berry Burst ink, and we are gonna stamp those musical notes here and here. If they hang off, it's okay. And then now here, we're gonna stamp Happy Birthday to You. And let's angle this one this way and angle this one this way. And then we're gonna put the notes on there again because he's singing Happy Birthday to you or to your recipient. And look at how easy peasy that is. And like I said, no tools but your paper trimmer. So I guess I should get the right one and not. And then again, we're just going to adhere all of these with dimensionals. And more dimensionals. Oops. So let's take these all. So another way that you can line these up is you could put your center one first. I just eyeball everything. But you could put your center one first where you think it's the center. And then you can put, it doesn't matter which happy birthday goes on top or which happy birthday goes on the bottom. Our little turtle is just singing to you. Okay, and then now we're going to use the flat adhesive back pearls. And we're going to use the small size. Take your pick tool. And we will just add 1, 2, 3. All right, and there is our card. Now, how easy was that? Simple, cute, easy. What I did on this one is I ended up putting a 1 1/4 piece of 5 1/4 by 4 piece of basic white cardstock, and then I put the turtle in the inside. And you could do the musical notes if you want. Since I didn't put that in our measurements, I didn't do it on this card. So, but that's what you can do. But look at how easy those 2 cards were. Just simple, very simple and easy. But there you have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm giving you a task. I want you to make these cards and then post it on my page. And I'm going to put everybody who posted their picture into a drawing for a prize. And you will have until next Wednesday. Well, let's say next Tuesday. And so then that way I can draw the name on Wednesday. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to have to come over to my Facebook page and post your picture as well. So don't forget to share my video, post your card. Both of those will enter you in prizes, into a drawing for prizes. And please, if you're watching it on YouTube, click subscribe at the end. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you next Wednesday. Take care. Bye.